These back-to-backs, I don't know if you get used to them. This is, our fourth one. And, it's still just strange playing the same team, back-to-back, especially when, games are very emotional in conference. We've done this 3 times and, every game has been an emotional game. And so, really proud of our guys. They really came at us in the second half with a couple runs, and we were able to get defensive stops. I think the key was we were able to get, the stops, but the rebounds. And like we talked last night, when you defend them and they shoot, if they do miss it, that's only, half of the battle. The second part of the job is, you have to be able to rebound against them. And tonight we did a much better job rebounding the basketball.
Is this kind of an early statement for you guys? Because I know New Mexico State has had their way against Grand Canyon in their history. For you guys to first time in school history to sweep these guys, does this put you in the driver's seat, or how do you look at it?
It's tough coming out of quarantine. And, I've talked to several coaches across the country. We've experienced it 3 times. And, it's just tough. You have a rhythm, and you go into quarantine, you come out, and you're like, we don't have the same rhythm. And so, they're going to keep getting better and better the more they practice and play together. But these quarantines are really, really hard, to come out of. I'm really happy for our players. Some of them, have never won against New Mexico State in their time here. So, really proud of them and the effort they gave these last 2 days.
Defensively, what did you think of your overall effort both nights, especially keeping them mostly on the perimeter tonight?
I was pleased we were able to play a little bit more man-to-man defense tonight. They pretty much shredded us last night with it. And, parts of tonight they did it also. But, I thought, Oscar Freyer, again, was locked in tonight defensively, did a really good job. At the end, blocking that shot, getting some rebounds. And, Mike Dixon, I thought this was one of his better defensive games. He really locked in on that side and allowed us to play more man-to-man defense.
Coach, earlier in the season, you guys were able to kind of cool off from your hot start, but now you've won 8 in a row, just kind of stringing these wins together. What has it taken to be so consistent?
We have some older guys that have played in the WAC, and I think that helps. Javon Blackshear played a lot of minutes last year. Ollie's, been here for a long time. Oscar, Mikey played some last year. So, first we have some good experience in the conference. And I think experience is so key in college basketball, to have guys who have been there and been in those situations before. So, I think having some senior leadership and some experience, really helps.
I think you guys started out 9-0 run to start the second half. Was that kind of a point of emphasis? You got to get on them fast, to kind of put them away a little bit.
They came out yesterday and really those first 4 minutes, really took it to us and got a run. And so, I think it was just we hit some tough shots during that stretch, and it was nice to get that run. But then you look back up 3 minutes later, and it's the same score it was at halftime. So we each kind of had a run, to start that second half.
Coach, I want to get your thoughts on the determination defensively in this ball game night, holding them to only 37% shooting, and you guys came off screens and really got after the shooters tonight.
Again, I think our wings did a really good job. Oscar, Mikey, Sean Miller-Moore, Chance, McMillan did a really good job being there, and then our bigs gave some great support. It's a luxury for a guard, when you have Asbjorn behind you, just having that big body there. As they go to the rim and being able to try to keep him in front of the ball as they drive.
Bryce, mentioned it earlier about the runs that they tried to make in the second half. And you've already talked about the experience that you have. How important was that at that moment where you guys didn't panic or get in a rush, or they just kind of kept their composure at those times?
It was really important because they started to pick up the pressure and they were really close to turning us over and, starting to put together a big run. And I thought Javon was fantastic with the ball. We only had 10 turnovers, and that was a huge key to the game. Javon was just fantastic, getting to the rim and then also making some passes as he got deep in the paint.
Coach, how do you go about enjoying this victory, but also letting your squad know that, you know, gotta still take it game by game. I hate to be cliches because maybe at some point you're going to face this team down the road in a game that really is really going to matter.
Anytime you win, it's something to celebrate. And, especially beating, a team as good as New Mexico State. So, like any back-to-back weekend, we enjoy Sunday. So guys will take the Sunday off, and then we'll get back to work on Monday and start prepping for the next series.
It looked like you had a better time getting the ball to Ash on the post tonight. What was different with your ability to do that?
I think Ash was a little more aggressive, wanting the ball when he posted up, just a little bit better tonight. And then also the ball moved a little bit better side to side. I think that helped him be able to run into some post ups instead of just staying in one spot.
Coach, how about Gabe coming off the bench, providing some valuable minutes, really working down low and just working hard down in the paint?
Gabe's been fantastic, this whole conference season. And, we love his aggressiveness to go to the glass. He goes every time, offense and defense. And, I think he and Ali play really well together, and he and Ash play really well together. So, it's kind of a different combination when each of them are out there, and Gabe brings something, different to the table than what those guys bring.
Coach Meatgard finished with the double-double tonight. What does his presence bring to your offense?
So looking at stats, who was that? I'm sorry.
Asborn Meatgard finished with 14 and 10. Just what does his presence bring to your offense?
He's such a presence down low. He demands a lot of attention. So, if he gets doubled, then he's an excellent passer and very unselfish. And so he does a really good job throwing it out to our perimeter players. So a lot that we do, obviously, he gets touches and a lot goes through him.
Coach, the team's looking good, almost halfway point of the season. Do you still feel there's another level or two that this team can reach?
This year's so different. Like I said, it's almost February, and we're playing a team who's playing their first WAC game, and it's our first conference home game, and so it's just so different. To look that far down the road, I'm not even gonna speculate that right now. I'm just focusing kind of day to day and series to series, because that's all you can really focus on during this year.
How have you liked your team's ability to carry over in a short time? It seems like from every Friday night win to the Saturday night wins, the second game's been the better executed game.
Yeah, I think again, the experience helps because they've been in situations and they've seen stuff before. So, their ability to absorb, some information and carry it out that next day has been really important for us.